Hello, and welcome to the Alien House streaming party. My name is Will King. I wrote and directed this wacky web series that you are about to watch. The way this is going to work is we are going to be watching all of the episodes in the series from start to finish, all the way from episode 1 to 5. Then we are going to be watching a brand new two-part premiere of our finale, Doomsday Part 1 and Part 2. And we're also going to be doing a Q&A. So if you have any questions for me, or more importantly, for the other people involved that were here in making this project, we would love for you to ask some questions. So it's not just me doing my best to come up with something loosely entertaining to ask. I'd love to hear your questions. So if you have any questions, feel free to post those in the comment section on YouTube or on Facebook. So I'm just going to introduce a few people involved in this. So the first is Karen Scobie. Clap, clap, clap. I'm sure that people are applauding like crazy. This is Banksy, my dog. He is in the series, whether you like it or not. We also have Stephen Vlahos. Yeah. Yay! Stephen is in the series as well. We all live together in a house, and we also have a new roommate, Shaylen Narotam. And he is our new roommate, not just fictitiously in the show, spoiler alert, but also in real life. So this is the team that, at least within this house, who are part of making the series. We also have some special guests that are going to be joining us throughout. One that was within this house for the entire period of us filming, that is now socially distancing at a different location, as well as some people who shot some footage for me from their own locations just to kind of give more reach to this series.
Yeah, once again, thanks so much for joining us, guys. It's awesome that we get to do this, and we're really excited about it, but we would be remiss if we didn't take at least a moment to just kind of acknowledge and address the current state of the world and Black Lives Matter and the sort of movement that's been really ignited following the events of the last couple of weeks. And frankly, I think we all just know that these types of events aren't limited to the last couple of weeks. They've been going on for a very long time. But one thing that we're starting to see, which is great amidst all the negativity, is some real actionable and positive change, which means that people's efforts are working. So we think that's great, and we just wanted to kind of keep the momentum going in any way that we could. So we have we've compiled a list of resources that we all have used and have found useful in terms of ways we can support the Black community, both in Canada and the States, and places to donate to and ways to educate ourselves.
Mm-hmm. We also have a couple resources that are available specifically to support Black filmmakers, both with films that are made that you can stream for free, and some resources to support the promotion and development of new artists and filmmakers.
So the link is actually just right in the video description, right at the bottom. That'll take you to everything there. It ranges from, again, places to donate, Black-owned businesses in the GTA that you can currently support and buy from, and a bunch of other great things. If you're looking for ways you can help but don't really know where to begin, any and all of those would be a great place to start. So please check them out if you would like to and are interested. And again, thank you for listening. Thank you so much for joining us again. We're super stoked to just like have a good time and have some laughs.
Yeah. For context, this is a series that we have been working on for the past 2.5 months, just shortly after isolation. It's something that's been a really great outlet for us to work on and make this series. And I felt like it was a real resource that we were a bunch of actors and creative people here in this house, and it gave us something to look forward to doing every week. And I really learned a lot from all of the editing process. So it's something that we were doing while socially distancing, and I think there's a fun story that played into a lot of like references and science fiction and all of that. So I'm just really excited to share it, and thank you for watching all of this together. I'm just really excited to see if maybe we can find any threads between episodes. Yeah, thank you very much. Here is episode number 1. Over the past few weeks, life's gotten pretty weird.
Most countries have closed the border.
Many of us are unemployed.
And a group of gelatinous aliens mind-flayed and devoured our world leaders on live television.
It was not cool.
Based on the advice of local health professionals, we've learned that these things can only take over our consciousness if we're within 6 feet of a host.
As a result, our house, like many others, has gone into quarantine.
For sake of public record, I've decided to start filming our new normal.
This is our life.
These are our stories. Kung kung!
We've been doing our best to establish a kind of routine, but sometimes I think things are getting a little out of hand. No. No!
Today's gonna be a good day.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, thank you.
I never knew there was so much more.
How do you measure a year?
So, I think it's time that we talk about the elephant in the room.
Okay.
We can all agree that things have been a little bit different around here lately,
That's for sure.
and I just want to know, should I keep the beard?
Oh,
Oh. Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
Totally.
Totally.
Brown.
It's great.
Well, it's just like a quarantine thing, so I didn't know if it was really working for me or...
I love it.
I think we should also talk about what happened to Dan.
What do you mean?
He's fine.
Yeah, honestly, well, I think he's okay.
It was in the middle of the night and I was sleeping and
Dan was inside.
Then he didn't come back.
Dan was outside.
you know when you're like eating like a chicken bone?
I mean, statistically.
Dan's gone.
He's probably dead. So Mom, Dad, we're doing great.
Really, really great.
Oh, what have I done?
When it comes down to it, everything's gonna be fine.
Karen? Karen? Karen, is that you? No. No, not you. How did you even... What?
Oh, wow. So things got a little bit spooky. Shaylen disappeared.
Yes, we threw a couple hats on.
We just figured it was probably for the best. We don't want any sort of alien interference getting into this broadcast. Keep things pretty standard. Keep things ready. That was cool. So that was the very first episode. It kind of established a bit of the setting and the invasion for everybody. But we didn't actually shoot that one first. I think we shot that one second, I guess, because we could. Because originally episode 1 and 2 were the same episode, and then we realized very quickly, or I realized very quickly, that I have way too much content in every single episode. So every week I ended up with like 4.5 minutes of stuff, which I attempted to whittle down to exactly 3 minutes, and then almost always pushed into the post-credit scene, or just didn't quite fit. But we've really tried to make it work within 3 minutes every week, and I think it was kind of a good process for making sure that we kept the best stuff. Like we did a lot of improvisational stuff. That was cool. I liked that first episode.
Yeah, I will. I really love wearing my pants as a shirt.
Oh yeah.
Sure fits.
He's a big shirt pants guy.
Man.
Listen, for fans of shirt pants, there could be a real shirt pants spinoff. Just you wait. Time will tell.
I'm really excited about it.
Yeah. Cool. Well, so that was episode 1. We're going to kick it off to episode number 2.
Has the alien invasion affected our relationship? It's a good question. I mean, it's like pretty much the same. Oh, Karen dresses as an old man sometimes now. Sorry, Walter dresses as himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I am totally supportive of that.
Like your Halloween costume from last year?
Yeah, it's a thing now.
It's my life.
On Tuesdays and Fridays.
You look like I'm wearing a diaper. Tuesdays and Fridays. And sometimes Sundays.
Never on Sundays.
Okay.
Yeah, she won't even shower anymore because she says it makes the smell more authentic. Plus, our sex life has gotten a bit weird as a result.
I'm a top. Obviously.
We've been playing a lot of chess. Walter likes to go to the park.
Stupid.
We play frisbee. I've been working out a lot.
Tell me about the tuna.
Oh, yeah. Karen's going through a John Mulaney phase. And this is actually technically an old Nick Kroll bit, but she keeps making these sandwiches with like...
Too much tuna!
No, I can't! No, I can't! I can't eat it all! Walter, please! It's too much tuna!
Too much tuna!
Yeah, I mean, it hasn't been ideal, but we're going to do a paint night tonight just to try to release some of the tension that we've been feeling.
Sexual tension.
No, it's just regular tension.
Steven, do you know what Stockholm Syndrome is?
Ooh, Will, this is Canada, so I don't think that's applicable here. Oh, God.
Hey, Wiz. Ooh, hey, oh. You talking to me? You talking to me? Are you talking to me? Well, I'm the only one here.
I'm right here.
Who the do you think you're talking to? You talking to me?
Subscribe.
That's right. That couch is going to get a lot of mileage today. I just realized it's going to cut back and forth between us doing ridiculous things and us sitting here every time.
You know what I hate about that, about Walter in real life is that every time we shoot Walter, Karen goes method Walter, and it's just actually creeping me for like 8 hours.
It's true.
It's kind of the point where I get kind of like this is grossing me out a little.
That's right. That's right. It's a really strong juxtaposition between what Karen was wearing and now looking like.
I don't like this fusion of. I don't like.
I look like an old
dress.
lady.
And your glasses don't look that unsimilar
It's
from your
true.
Walter glasses.
You
It looks pretty similar.
I'm confused by it because I'm attracted to it.
Yes.
Oh, that's really cute. Anyway,
This is an interesting development. Can you tell everybody just a little bit about where Walter came from? Because Walter was not a character that we created specifically for the series. It was like I was pitching ideas for the web series, and we read a bunch of kind of early drafts of stuff that I was working on, and you guys were like, let's do Walter. And I was like, sure.
Because I've been wanting to bring the character of Walter back for some sort of sketch comedy thing for quite some time, because I played this character for a Halloween costume 2 years ago, and it was kind of inspired by Dick Van Dyke's old man character in Mary Poppins, as well as a bit of Lorraine from Mad TV. But it's just, for some reason, it's just way more fun to play an old man than it would be to play an old woman. I
want to emphasize that when Karen said she created a character, she did. It wasn't for anything. She just sometimes would dress up like an old man.
And she said, we're going to a Halloween party. And Steven said, it's July. And then she just yeah. So anyway, if you like Walter, then I got good news for you, because Walter may or may not make an appearance in the next episode, and that episode is episode number 3.
So, having a dog is a really great, supportive thing to have during a prolonged alien invasion. They're loving, they keep you company, and they help you get through some tough shit. Unfortunately, when you can't let them outside, he leaves a bit of a mess.
There's shit everywhere.
Banksy. Banksy! Banksy! Being stuck here has just been... I don't know, I feel like I need an outlet.
What's that?
I'm watching Dancing with the Stars.
No, not that. What's that noise? Oh, it's so loud. It's too loud.
Karen.
Who?
Walter. You know what? Just go check it out.
Check it out. Holy hell. Oh. Steven, what did you get?
There was a job opening. I felt like I needed to take it. It's $10 if you want in.
This is our house.
Those are the rules. Sorry, it won't be.
Righty. And get my changies out.
You know what? Whatever. You look good. I'm letting you in. Welcome to Club Banksy. And here's a little something extra.
Hey, you made it! This place is awesome! Will!
Hey!
It smells like poo!
Cool lights, right?
It's too loud!
Do you want some apps?
No! The noise is too loud!
Walter, you're causing a scene.
Turn it off!
Turn it up? Yeah!
No!
Sorry, no request, Walter. Hey!
This house is not soundproof.
You want me to take care of this, boss?
No, it's okay.
Steven,
Sorry, I love you.
I'm gonna go. Can someone call me an Uber?
You live upstairs.
this house is not a nightclub.
It kind of is, though.
You're grounded.
Okay.
Go to your room.
I'm in my room.
What is this? Are you on something?
I'm high on life, Walter.
What happened to the classics? Tom Jones, Bach, Mozart, the Bubble?
It's gonna be fine. Cora had some ideas for meditation, so we're gonna try that next. So if you're watching this at home, just, don't die, I guess. Good luck.
Subscribe!
Yeah, sorry. I was really passionate about that episode. I spent too many hours working on that mix. I just want to live in that world of adolescence for the rest of my life. Look who just dropped by. Who's that?
Can you see me?
Cora Matheson.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can see you
Am I
and
here?
hear you. Through the miracles of the internet.
Yay.
Yay!
Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream.
Thank you very much. It's good to be here.
Where are you right now?
I am in Kenora, Ontario.
From Kenora.
That's nice.
It rhymes with my name.
That makes it easy to remember. And you've been there for how many weeks now? It's
3 weeks now.
Okay, so you've now been able to interact with your family again?
Yes, I was on my own, self-isolating in a big house for 2 weeks, and now I'm bubbled with my family, which is very nice.
So for context, we finished filming these episodes, I guess, then 3 weeks ago. And we did the 2 episodes as a bit of a spurt, but we got everybody in there. So that was awesome.
Yeah, it was somewhat lucky timing.
Yes, yes. So now comes to the time where we're just going to do a little bit of Q&A. We did have a suggestion here for a question, which was, maybe Steven can handle this because I know the answer to this already. But why are the episodes 3 minutes long, Steven?
Hey, that's because some of us are in the actors union, and we are not allowed to, I guess, host anything that's not like a job that's longer than 3 minutes. Like it has to be self-promotion, digital self-promotion. That's what it has to fall under. So,
That's right.
Which is, it's tricky, especially because of COVID and stuff. Nobody can really do anything. So
That's right. I feel like we're in a moderate gray area, but regardless, we attempted to play by the rules. So the goal was that if it's self-promotion and you're not monetizing this, so if anyone's wondering at home, we're making no money right now, but we are having a great time. You can't within digital self-promotion. So it's just something that we thought was a good experience for us and we enjoyed being a part of it. And just made it something that we could all do together. Because otherwise you have to go through a complicated agreement and then you have to do only all union or all non-union. So this was the only way that we could do it as a group. And I thought that was just such an important factor.
And also, who can take more than 3 minutes of anything anyway?
That's right. That's right. I have a couple of other questions from the outside world. I'm not sure if we have any other questions in the chat. If you haven't posted a question yet, and you're sitting there thinking, Will's talking to me. I am. I would love you to leave a question in the YouTube comments, Facebook comments, anything else you want. I would love to answer the questions about the show. I prepared a couple questions for you guys, if that's cool. I'm just going to put them out there. Just I think it would be a fun experience for us, and maybe someone cares other than me. So, how does this version of your character differ than yourself? What is the difference between the version of you that I wrote for this, or that you improvised in, and the real you?
Who's this question for?
All of
Everybody.
you.
I'm not going first.
I'll go first.
Any of you can answer. You can pass if you want, but I'm just gonna put these out to everybody. So I think it's kind of cool.
How does Walter differ from me? Well,
I'm curious.
it's true, but then there's also Karen, who's different from real life Karen. You'll kind of see me evolve throughout the rest of the series as a different version or an extreme version of myself, but also in the embodiment of an old man named Walter Cornelius Gregory III.
Yes. I asked Karen, what is Walter's name? Being like, does Walter have a last name? And she gave me this extremely long name, and then I had to change the format by which I put subtitled our names in the mockumentary style, but it was fine.
Yeah.
Well, I thought that was funny.
Yeah, so Walter is different from me in many ways, but mostly just he's overtly, like, very sexual. Maybe that's not very different.
I don't know if that came across.
But just cranky and old and delicate.
Delicate.
I don't know.
Delicate.
Yeah.
I would say the biggest difference about Alien House Steven and regular Steven is that I don't know. It's pretty much Alien House Steven. I think wants to fuck all the aliens. I don't know. I think he wants to sex them real good.
It's true. Alien House Steven does have a bit of a sexual bent. I think it would be fair to say. He has interests. He has needs. And
he has needs.
He has needs.
It's talked about a lot. Yeah, but definitely the level of batshit crazy that I get to is fairly
great.
Okay.
We have another comment here from the outside
and I guess
world.
For Cora to respond, I don't know. I don't want it to spoil because her big episode's coming up next.
Then don't.
Here's a good question that is not from me. From Judy Oates, baby.
Yeah, Judy.
Represent. Although, actually, Cora, do you want to, before I go to this, do you have, is this character different than you in any way? Or did I miss that?
Like Karen said, I feel like maybe my answer should just wait a little bit until maybe my character is developed a little more.
That's true. We're going to see maybe a new avenue for you following
maybe,
this.
I don't know.
So Judy asks us from Horse and Hound magazine, has this experience brought you all closer, or do you want to get the hell away from each other? A very good question, Judy.
I left the city, so...
Yeah, so left.
Evidently, we broke Cora to the point that she traveled during an pandemic to a place as far away as she could get. So that might be the answer to that question.
To be with her family.
Yeah, to be with the family. It is a very legitimate, sincere reasoning. I think it did bring us together in a way. I think it was a nice community event for us to do. I really enjoyed, something to do. I mean, a lot of us, we work in industries that don't exist right now, so it was nice to have an environment that we could all be a part of and work together on.
Yeah, this was the first time we've all worked on something together, because the house up until this point was sort of like a no film zone.
Yes.
But then when it's the only place that you can film, why not, right?
Yeah, we did have an established rule that we would never film in here because we were too many actors and we were afraid of getting in each other's space, but we had nothing else to do, so that rule was swiftly broken for the betterment of our lives. We have one more question from Caradwin. Caradwin Kingstone, shout out. What is one of your favorite scenes that didn't make it to the final cut?
Oh, man.
Now this is interesting. What is one of your favorite scenes that didn't make it to the final cut?
Like, as a whole?
I don't know if it's happened, well...
It may or may not. I think you can allude to episodes that are coming up. I don't think that's a big deal. But maybe not the finale.
I don't know. I think you kept most of my funny stuff. Walter's was so friggin' hilarious.
We did shoot like 15 minutes of B-roll of Walter, though.
Yeah, that's true.
We did shoot, I shot the entire Walter getting
Karen getting into Walter process.
Yeah, and eventually we realized for the first couple episodes I was always shooting B-roll, and then I realized I was just screwing myself because I didn't have any room for it. So then we had to be more strategic.
You know what? I think I'm taking it back to shirt pants. There was a solid 15 minutes of shirt pants that we just didn't get to see. I haven't even seen it. I don't know what it all looks like. I genuinely couldn't get the pants off my head, so it was a real struggle. I fell down a few times. It's on camera, and it didn't make it anywhere. I haven't seen it. I don't know what it looks like. So, that's somewhere. Mm-hmm. I feel we're looking at it.
Cora?
Honestly, I haven't watched the finale yet, so I can't really say.
Ooh.
I don't know if they've made it in. This is all new for me too.
This is great. That means that I'm totally going to grill you about your expectations later. Now that I have that. But you know what happens, so it's not really.
I think I do, but who knows?
Yeah, you know the scripts. That's true. Yeah, you don't know what did or didn't make it into the finale. I will say that because it was, well, first off, it wasn't originally 2 parts. It was way too long, like every other episode, so I broke it into 2 parts and expanded it. And then after expanding it, like I did every other week, I wrote too much material, and so I think we cut more from the finale than probably any other episode.
Yeah.
Because we shot so many gags. We shot a lot of just what I was described straight up visual gags. Cool. So that was our Q&A number 1. We're going to do another Q&A later on. So if you have any other questions for us, I'd still love to hear them. These have been really great so far, and just gives us a forum to kind of talk about things that you care about as opposed to things that I think that you care about, which you probably don't care about at all. So now we're going to take it in a slightly different direction and tone with the next episode, which is episode 4.
Why do I keep my hand backwards when you guys do the other way all the time?
Oh, we just do this.
Hello. Welcome. I understand Will has been documenting our life for the public. So today I'm going to take you through a guided meditation. If you've been having issues with troublemaking aliens or mind-flayed individuals in your area, I encourage you to listen closely or use headphones to avoid bringing attention, violence, or trauma into your building. So, let's take a deep breath in and out. Let us begin. Step 1. Light some candles and incense in a circular pattern. Really surround yourself with scent and fire. Step 2. Repeat a prayer. I'm using mine from the Book of Green Awakenings, a very helpful and practical guide for finding power in darkness. It's on sale on Kindle. A quarantine special, 66.6% off.
Sorry, it's just a little bit dark in here.
No! Keep them closed. Step 3. Take your vial and drop blood of lamb onto the closest human skull you can find. I didn't have a human skull, so I'm using this Halloween decoration.
Cora, I'm just gonna cut you off there for a second. Are you practicing witchcraft?
No. It's just a book. Plus, witches aren't real.
Yeah, it's just that this is what we said about aliens, and then...
It's not the same.
No.
You know it's not the same.
Okay, well, who's the author?
Sauron?
Sauron? Like the god of evil, the all-seeing eye?
Sauron's a very popular name.
No, it's not! Sauron is not a popular name! I've never known a single Sauron in my entire life! What's their last name?
There isn't one?
That is so much worse. We're just taking a bit of a break for Cora to adjust her meditation. I'm making some soothing chamomile tea. That was weird. Okay, Cora. I'm just gonna leave your tea right here. Okay? Okay. Okay. It's okay. We can watch Toy Story some other time. Good night. Subscribe!
All right, we found Shaylen, and Shaylen found popcorn and a green bowl, no less.
And Cora found
Very
her
real.
bass voice.
Yes, yes. For those
My
watching at
real
home,
voice, perhaps.
yeah, that's your real voice. There was no vocal modification involved in that, and a lot of consistency.
Yeah, Cora couldn't talk for 6 days after.
Yeah. That was one episode that I'm really happy with the way that it worked out. But I remember after shooting it, I when I started editing it together, I was like, this is drastically different than everything else. How will I make it work? So it's just like it really changes here and plays with some different genre stuff. But I think it was good. I think it was a fun episode.
I think that's good though in a web series. You know, you don't want it all exactly the same. You want to spice things up.
Totally.
Bloody things up,
Totally.
maybe.
Yeah. No, I think that's kind of one of the great things about being able to do this too, is it showcased all of us in different ways, right? We all got a different kind of moment to get involved and like find out a bit more depth about our characters. So we gave each other room. I like the ensemble ones because we all got to like film it together, but I also like the opportunity for the characters to grow. So after that tonal shift, how will we possibly reattach this to the rest of the series? Well, let's find out when we watch episode number 5.
So, searching for a place to live in the middle of an extraterrestrial invasion is kind of a bummer. It is hard to find a good moving place to help you. I just feel like all you get are excuses. We don't have armored vehicles. Our building is permanently closed. Aliens devoured my family. But I just couldn't live with my family anymore. So, I took what I could carry. I'm living out of a backpack now. Living out of dumpsters. And I can't go back. This is who I am now. So, here we are. They said they'd come get me.
Cora, you seem very normal today.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't sleep very well last night. My head was just spinning. Did I seem off yesterday?
No.
No.
Not totally normal. Wow.
Cora tried to murder us last night. It's probably better that she doesn't remember.
Wow!
So, Shaylen, what is your job?
I work at a corporate accounting firm. I do taxes, bookkeeping, estate planning, reconciliation, statements, that sort of thing.
Ooh, okay. We are actors.
Oh, so are you working on anything right now?
No.
Who is this guy?
Could you give us a minute, please?
Do you want me to go outside?
No. Could you just... And also... No peeking! This guy's our only chance.
But talking about our work like that is a low blow.
Broadway is canceled. Do you know how hard it is to find a roommate in this economy?
Does that mean that you're willing to admit that Dan is dead?
Do not say the D word at this table.
What do we have to do to make this work, huh? Do I gotta sex you? I gotta sex you all?
What?
Our relationship is blowing wide open. Walter has really opened my eyes. I'm game for anything. Guy, girl, guy, cat, dog, man, chair, woman, pancake, Steven.
No. No!
Well, Karen said it's okay.
I am not okay with that. We are not okay with that.
Fine, whatever. But if the mood strikes you, you find me on Tuesday.
All in favor of taking in Shaylen?
Aye.
Aye.
I...
Shaylen? Shaylen, you can come back now.
Oh, hey, that was fun. Nice to see you again.
We have some news.
What is it?
You're in!
Yay!
That's great. When can I move in?
Right away.
But if the checks bounce, we will rob you and throw you to the curb. We're not around!
Cool.
For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for
he's a jolly good fellow, which nobody can deny.
I am fully aware that these people have lost their minds.
Hey, Daniel here at the new house. Just been watching Will's little web series there. Wanted to confirm that I'm very much alive. I'm getting a lot of text messages and emails and all that from everybody, so you know those can stop. Hashtag it's a hoax, hashtag Dan's alive, hashtag Will's an idiot. You could have just called, guys. Yeah, Divya and me found this sweet place on the East End, and I don't know if everyone was murdered here or something, but this place has everything. Look at my shit! Look at all my shit! Look at all my shit! Like that movie, right? Hey, you guys see what I found here, too. Awesome, right? I have some worries about the credibility of some of the stuff that's going on over there.
I have some concerns about the guy they let in. He could be an alien.
Guys, I feel like you should have at least checked that he's not an alien. Anyway, the point is that,
Our life is perfect. Don't bother us.
this place is a fortress. We're gonna live forever. Peace. Look at all my shit.
That's legitimately my favorite
So funny.
post-credit scene.
We
And an episode.
we love it.
Also,
Yeah, it's drastically the longest post-credit scene. We were laughing the whole time.
Look at all my
Yeah.
Hi, Dan and Divya.
Hi, welcome. Yeah. So, what was it like filming over there at your new place? For context, Dan did at one point used to live in this house, and now Shaylen lives here.
Yeah, it was good. It was just like gave us something to do one night.
Nice.
Pretty easy to mesh up the style with it because it's mockumentary style and all that. Yeah, it was fun. Good script, too.
Yeah, the mockumentary style has been very forgiving for me as I figure out how to get a lot of mileage out of my Final Cut Pro trial.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but with these guys, I sent Dan a script, and then I was like, so maybe just shoot some B-roll, and they got tons of it, which was great. And you just have that Lando?
Yeah, working at the theater, we took that when Solo was in, so that's glad we could work it in.
So we're just going to go to a bit of a Q&A now that we've got all of our cast members here. We had a good question for Shaylen from Mel, which was asking, how do you feel about moving in with a bunch of actors during quarantine?
I think I can give an answer that refers to the stereotype that it's very dramatic here, but it's actually not. It's been really cool to be a part of this experience. I used to act a lot in high school and haven't done it since. But I find actors and artists in general to be very warm and welcoming. I think it's a crappy time for actors and anyone else who makes art right now because it's hard to make it and share it and do it. And it's been a really cool experience to make it with you guys. So awesome. I've really enjoyed it.
Thanks, Shaylen. Yeah, we've enjoyed having you.
What a good answer.
Shaylen was awesome on screen, but he also did a ton of filming really specific shots of all of us together. So like the shot leading into the nightclub that starts in the hallway, that's all that kind of long single take, and the shot in the episode 4 when we're in the kitchen. We had like Karen was filming that, and then we had like cupboard control.
Don't tell them.
Well, it's the secret.
It's movie magic.
Also, Shaylen has a fucking job. Like,
That's
Shaylen has a
true.
really work every single day.
Shaylen
The rest
is
of
a-
us
Trying not to bring
do
attention to
nothing.
all the actors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's been super cool. I'm just gonna
Very
turn
grateful
over
for
to
Shaylen.
some of the questions that we've got from YouTube as well. So yeah, YouTube is asking us questions. So one of the questions is, what were the influences for the style of the series? Did you draw inspiration from any particular sci-fi or mockumentary films or TV shows? That's from Roslyn. Yeah, I did. I definitely, like, I don't know, I feel like the past couple of years I've been a lot more into sitcoms than maybe I was before, just because I'm jealous of, as an actor, it's so cool to be able to play with all these different genres and style. So I just burned through a ton of Community, which was definitely like a reference for me, and doing the last ones. But I think earlier on, especially with all the motion camera, we talked about The Office a lot, like with the zooms and the fact that they don't really try to mask it with The Office. Like, it's more about following the action. So it doesn't have to be a perfect shot. And then, I mean, this is, I don't have the ability to do it in this regard, but sometimes we're doing shot reverse shots. We talked a little bit about Wes Anderson when we were at the tables and trying to make it symmetrical so that there was some amount of threads. And I guess also I just want to fulfill my life goal of getting on What We Do in the Shadows. So if anyone hears that and wants to cast me based off this, do so. Yeah. We had a question, I think we covered already pretty much, but it's just how did you create the old man character? Is it influenced by anything? That was Nick asking that question. So we talked about it a little bit earlier. But
it was a Halloween costume that I did 2 Halloweens ago, and the character was created for fun, but I guess based on Dick Van Dyke's old man character in Mary Poppins, as well as Lorraine from Mad TV, Mo Collins' character.
Yeah, we have a question here. It says from KDFA Festival, so I don't know who that is as a real person, but that's cool. Says that asks, does Cora really talk to plants? And is she really that spooky? So that's a 2-part question, and
I've been talking to her plants.
I'll let Cora answer both of those questions. Do you talk to plants, and are you really that spooky?
Well, yes, I do talk to my plants. I mean, plants need love. They really do. And I'm a little lonely up there sometimes. So, you know,
Yeah.
my friends. The second question, I don't feel like I could answer. I feel like that I don't think I'm spooky, but who knows?
No, I don't think that you give off a spooky vibe. But when we did talk about creating, like, you know, our weird version of ourselves, I think that we all agreed pretty well that like Wiccan and witchcraft would kind of be a good flip side for you. So I guess there's a little bit of truth in that.
I think Cora's very like in real life, she's very witchy, but very like
I was gonna say
spiritual, peaceful witch. You know what I mean? Like I charge my crystals in the moon. Like that's real Cora.
I was gonna say like her calming, like meditative
calming
voice,
presence.
like the fact that she's teaching yoga. It's just like she has a very like calming voice that I could easily be entranced by her and maybe join a cult. So
I think
I remember the first time I met her, I was wearing a necklace with a blue stone on it. She
as
talked to me
someone
about
who lived in that house, I think it's kind of funny because like Cora's room is on the top of the house, kind of separate from everything, so it kind of creates this kind of like what goes on up there.
Yes.
We don't
know.
like, oh,
We
she's
could be
doing
doing
that
that
there. Who knew?
all the time. We're speaking for 3 hours up there.
I will say,
I have to say, while filming this, we spent more time in each other's rooms than ever before. Like, we really got a good knowledge of everyone's furniture
we filmed everywhere
and layout. And yes, to the point that by the time we got to the finale, I was like, I'm out of shooting locations. Like, how do we change the angle? Do we just just not acknowledge that we did basically this exact same shot?
We have
Which
like
is
a
what we did.
backyard and balcony, but we're not allowed to go outside because that's where the aliens are.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
oh
we
yeah.
did have another question, which was, let me see, why did the aliens invade? I believe. Let me find out the exact wording here. One moment, please. Oh, what planets do the aliens come from? So, what planet do the aliens come from, and why are they invading Earth? And I'm gonna let you guys answer this question.
We didn't
I don't know.
We didn't come up with the. Hey, sick.
Are there even aliens? Like,
Yes.
who knows?
The correct
In the
answer is
context of
Uranus.
Are you just making them up?
No, they're real. I think
The aliens, yeah,
I think they're real.
I think the aliens, the danger is really real because I think otherwise we would have ventured outside by now.
Yeah.
I guess in certain contexts it was a way for me to kind of relate just the confines of our COVID life and fear of the outdoors and fear of interacting with other people. There's some sort of really far away planet. I said that they're gelatinous beings, so they're not humanoids. Anyway, they are goop. They are mind-flaying goop. Which is my favorite type of goop, and yeah, and why are they invading? Do you think?
I don't know. Can they communicate that? I don't. There's not a lot of lore about the aliens. That's the thing. We don't actually get into that too deep. I do like to imagine a big pile of goop, like a giant booger chasing you down the street. And it's fucking terrifying.
That's true. That's true. In the teaser, which isn't a part of this playthrough that we're doing, but there's a shot of Steven running through the neighborhood, running away from his screaming alien.
Yeah, that was fun to do.
And I think part of the fear that we have about Shaylen being outdoors for so long is that they have some sort of insidious mind control. So I think that's part of their invasion strategy for sure.
Yeah, I think a lot of the yerks from animals I got really into.
Yeah. Yeah, they also murdered our world leaders at the very beginning of the series, so it starts pretty dark for a bunch of gelatinous goop.
Now that I think about it, if anybody knows Animorphs, it's very Animorphs. They're just gooey slugs with people's brains. Anyway, enough about that.
Yeah. But this just in, aliens are real. That's the truth. So I think just maybe before we kick it off to our finale, I just wanted to know if anybody has a favorite episode or favorite line that they want to share. Just like something that like they really enjoyed, or just like a little moment that you were like, I really enjoyed this bit. And I think, here, I'll add this caveat. If it's a line, it has to be a line that somebody else says.
That somebody else says.
Mm-hmm.
I got one.
Yeah?
Do I have to sex you? Do I have to sex you all?
Guy, girl, guy, the pancake Steven.
Yeah,
I
that's
remember
the line which I can't say.
When we did the read for that, Steven said that I really nailed his voice.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
Yeah.
It's what I said.
It was one of the few times that we were laughing so hard. We just like stopped reading and then we go back. Yeah, and there was a couple takes on that connection of totally weird sexual non sequiturs.
I think my favorite is when Will asks Cora who's the author of the book, and she goes like, Sarah.
Sarah. Yeah.
What's the last name? He doesn't have one.
Yeah.
That cracked me up so much.
I personally love when Dan goes around this whole house system. It's so funny.
I like when Cora does her deep voice and she's like, okay.
Yeah.
That's actually Cora.
I was going to say episode 3 too, and that line specifically, because I remember it being filmed and thinking, are they playing that through a speaker? Like,
yeah,
because you had to do that a bunch of times.
Yeah,
and
hey
guys, that is what I got out of theater college, right there.
Yeah, education.
You're also the only person I know to call it theater college.
Whatever.
Awesome. Cool. Well, this that's episodes 1 to 5. So these are all the episodes that are out in the public. Some of you may have seen these before, but thank you for watching those back to back. And hopefully there's some threads that maybe you can follow into the finale. But I think now, without any further ado, we can maybe lead in with a bit of a drum roll. But I think we should go to our 2-part finale of Doomsday Part 1 and 2, episodes 6 and 7. The moment that you've been waiting for, our big finale for Alien House. Drum roll.
Breaking news from my basement. Scientists and religious fanatics across the globe have all confirmed that Wednesday, yes, this Wednesday, will be the last day on Earth. The aliens have taken control of the majority of the Earth's population, and oh God, they're in the house. Everything is fine. The weather is perfect. Yum yum, I enjoy potato salt flakes.
Well, that's not ideal. What are you guys doing? Shh. What?
We're trying to see if Shaylen's an alien. When I first met him, he was a barista.
And we can't think about what he was, it's about what he is now.
Why do you guys think Shaylen's an alien?
He's been outside for weeks, and he's oddly calm.
Listen, I have some bad news.
Now is not a good time.
Yeah, I get that. It's just...
Will, Banksy shits. It's okay.
It's not that. It's...
Just go back to your room.
The world is ending on Wednesday.
Yeah, I'm not an alien, but it gets kind of boring in here. So I've been making the most of it.
It's all over Twitter. The world ends on hump day.
Okay, you can't believe everything you read on the internet.
The Pope just changed his stance on the issue to eat the Americans first.
That's probably not even the Pope.
I don't know, it sounds like a pretty conservative approach. Look, the news is everywhere.
Actually, Fox News is showing reruns of a dog parade.
It doesn't matter what Fox News does or doesn't do. The point is, the world is ending. So if there's anything you've ever wanted to do, now's the time.
I'd like to thank the Academy.
Oh! Why?
Help! I've fallen and I can't get up.
Oh, may I help you up, sir?
Ah! 9 letters, dated fiction, 2 words.
Will, I'm your stepbrother.
I can do it.
No, we're going about this the wrong way.
Oh, did you want to be Walter again, or?
I told you, the orgy was too much.
No, we can't just give up like this. We need a plan to survive.
We only have like an hour left.
Just think, if an alien breaks through the front door, what do we do?
Well, who's the biggest distraction?
What? No! I'm not doing that! I am not dying first!
But it would be so romantic.
No. There's gotta be another way.
Cora! Use your demon powers!
Wow. Rude.
Yeah, I was pretty sure that night wasn't a dream.
Okay. Concentrate.
I am concentrating.
What if we yell? Have him try yelling?
No.
Move the can, you piece of trash! Bend it with your mind!
Don't yell at me!
This is what they do on TV!
TV is stupid!
It's not working!
I was going for more. Use the force thing.
So we're
Unless...
Hi.
Can we, come in?
Sure. My phone ran out of battery a couple days ago, and I didn't think it was worth asking anyone to use their charger, so I actually didn't know about the doomsday. I just thought they snapped.
So, any last words before the world ends?
Nah, fuck it.
I'd have to think about it.
Look, I know the situation hasn't been ideal, but I just want to say that I really enjoyed this experience with you guys. Filming all this has been really great, and if we do die here, it's been an honor
Hey,
living.
stop.
Too much?
No, that was great. It's just, it's 12:01.
What? It means the world didn't end.
What do you mean?
Will you asshole?
Unbelievable. Making us suck up to this alien like some goddamn animals?
Well, I didn't know.
Yeah, whatever, man. Screw you, dude.
Changed.
Bullshit.
You know what? I never liked the beard.
Come on, Banksy.
Sorry about that, Shaylen.
Meet more.
Ah!
So we're going to stop broadcasting for a while. I think maybe it was adding to the mental strain that we were all feeling. Plus, there's some stuff in here that no one should ever see. Ever. But hey, stay positive. After all, you never know what's going to happen. Things could really... Oh my god, run for your life!
Hey, that is the two-part finale of Alien House. Yay! So that's, Cora, that's the first time that you've seen that, right?
Yep.
And is it what you imagined it would be?
I never know what to expect, but it was great. I forgot about a couple of points. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Well done. You fit it all in is what I'm most surprised with.
Yeah. So we missed a couple of Q&As just that were on our Facebook Live page. So we had the question, when will Steven's little mustache get his own spin-off series? So to anyone who's wondering who the man is underneath the horse mask, that's Steven. So I don't know if Steven wants to reveal himself and answer that question, or you can just be a horse for the rest of your life.
Listen, I want to say that this is the progression of the show and the progression of the mustache are just equivalent in value. It just gets better every time, every episode.
So the spin-off is coming soon. And I guess there's one more question here, which is, how do you respond to the fan theory that the 7 characters, not including Banksy, actually represent the 7 deadly sins? That's from Jonathan Sconza. Blasphemous. That's how I respond to that theory.
Wait, hang on. If they did, what would they be?
I mean,
you should assign them. Hang on. Okay, lust for sure.
Let's see if you can remember them all. And I
actually, yeah, I don't know. Lust. Who would be Dan? Because look at all my shit. Dan is greed. Sloth would be. No, I don't know if your character is sloth. Sloth would be Karen for Walter, like old ass motherfucker.
Because I'm so slow.
Sloth would be Karen. I feel like, oh my god, what are the other fucking sins? Wrath, Cora for sure. Wrath, Cora. Okay, so all that's left
is Dan saying? Dan, do you know that?
Pride and gluttony. Yeah, gluttony's one, but like, I don't know, Shaylen's eating popcorn.
So I'm holding to my belief that it is a blasphemous theory, that I had no intention to draw these comparisons to everybody else.
Lust, sloth.
Or are we virtues?
Steven is going to be answering. Steven's going to be answering that question as a part of his spin-off series. If you want to know,
Shaylen is gluttony. Look at it. Yeah, Shaylen is gluttony for eating, which means that the only thing is because he eat not like right now, but yes, obviously. Right. But that scene where you're eating, yeah, okay. So Shaylen's gluttony, and then what is left? What is the only one left?
Pride.
No, pride is will.
Envy
is Divya. I guess. Just like because of Well, hang
But
on.
you did get through them all?
She wants the mail. That's it. I did it. I fucking did it.
I'm impressed. I did not
Honestly,
think we would get
it
through them all.
works.
And you're a horse again. Okay, so I just want to take this time to also give a shout out to Erik Helle, who has that appearance as the reporter. He's a good friend of mine. He's also part of Cookie Biscuits Comedy. He's out planting trees in the middle of nowhere right now, so his reception is not good enough for this. But just shout out for him for doing that cameo for us. I thought he was a great reporter. And just want to say thank you to everybody who's a part of it and who's here in the stream and spent so much time working on this series with me. It was like such a great experience for me to have for the past 10 weeks, and I'm just really grateful that you were all able to give me that much of your time and effort and trust to do this much material. So it was a great experience for me. And as a part of that thank you to you and to the people who are watching the stream, I actually have another video to share. So rather than finishing this with our two-part finale, which I love, I also created a little blooper reel. So we're just going to be sharing this blooper reel now. There's a bunch of content. There might be some appearances from scenes that people really like. Who's to say? Who's to say? So we're just going to kick it over to the blooper reel. There's no number. I can't. I'm just going to say go to the blooper reel.
Whenever you're ready.
Wait, what is our motivation?
Are you gonna do something?
Well, should I have a towel over my shoulder,
Like a chef?
Yeah,
Like you just did the dish.
Cooking it up.
No, no.
What about other shoulder?
I mean, if you want, I just don't.
Shirt pants, motherfucker! Shirt pants! Woo! Shirt pants!
Wait.
Okay. I forgot I was supposed to add this. Let's start again.
These lotions are the bomb! Hey, you want some tequila? No!
What? Hey, what's a 6-letter word for yellow fruit? It's really funny. Starts with a B, ends with anana.
No. No.
Today's gonna be a good day. Ooh!
In day 500 cents, in minutes with cups of coffee.
Oh God. They're in the house. I should just...
The dog days are over, the dog days are gone. When love sings well, the dog days are over.
I don't know if I have the strength to do it.
Just a little bit.
Rah.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Don't. It's not crunchy. You can hear how not crunchy.
Our relationship is really blowing wide open. Like, Walter is kind of opening my... Ah! What is he opening?
Your eyes?
My eyes! Has,
Oh, it's really mayo-y.
Oh, no!
You gotta
It's
say
like that.
it. You gotta say it.
I'll do it again.
You
forgot
What was
the line.
I looked right to the...
Don't you whatever me, young man. Whatever happened to the... Oh. What happened to the classic? Tom Jones. Fuck Mozart. The bugger.
Subscribe!
That was so good.
Yeah, so for the context of everyone watching at home, I'm the only person who has seen that blooper reel, so that was a genuine reaction from everybody seeing that for the first time. There was so much stuff that we shot that I had to cut that I was sad about, and then I was like, oh, not anymore. Star Wars makes a lot of appearances, it seems. But yeah. So thank you so much for coming out and spending time with us as a part of this streaming party. I'm just really grateful for all the people who tuned in and for everyone who participated. This was so great. I just want to also give a shout out to Andrew and Stage 10 for helping us put this platform together. Thank you so much. Just a reminder that some of you may have heard this at the beginning of the video, but we have a link of resources that we attached as a part of this video for different resources to support the Black Lives Matter movement, as well as also finding ways to educate yourself about that and educate yourself on systemic racism in North America. So it's just something that we wanted to share because we're aware that there's a pretty strong disconnect between all of this improv that we put together and a really important social movement that we care about that's happening outside of these walls. So if you're looking for something to do this weekend, I just really invite you to check out those links. And thank you so much. Goodbye.
See you next.
Bye.
Thank you.